Alright, so let's say this will be the last segment, hopefully. So we're going to play the pentatonic off the fourth and the fifth, so we don't go into the key of the fourth and the key of the fifth, okay? We can get away with a couple of notes. In the fourth, we can get the major seventh, and in the fifth, we can get the suspended fourth, okay? So that's good to know, but you can't do you can't do the seventh of the fifth, and you can't do the fourth of the fourth. Does that make sense? No. So what we got here is just an exercise. Instead of just doing pentatonics, we're going to leave the two off now. So we're going to do this. Same bottom, and then that's all it is. Now what does that give us? It gives us the major and the minor. Okay, so it's just an exercise because you're going to play either the 5 or the 6. So if we substitute into the C box, let's go back up to the fretboard now. So that's the only difference. That's the only difference here. Let's go back up to the fretboard. I guess we're talking about short patterns now. You know, the pattern migration movement works for long and short. It's just with the short patterns, we can use this easy familiar chord chart here. Okay, so you know if you're in the C box, it's C shaped C, D minor shaped D minor, E minor shaped E minor, F shaped fourth, fifth is G shaped, and A minor shaped, G shaped G, and then A minor shaped A minor. And when you go up to the next cage up, you just start on A and go up that pentatonic scale, where from A you got a C minor shaped D minor. Let's look at that. Okay, as opposed to alright, so if we wanted to play that D minor, we usually go to the familiar chord shape. We're not going to do a 2-4-6 arpeggio. If we wanted to, though, every string shape should have it. Here's the 4, here's the 6, here's the 2. Okay, 2, then the 4 again. We should have our 4 on string there, on string third there. 6, 2, 4. Alright, it's not the 7th. There's your 6. So that's your short box D minor arpeggio raw. Raw means we're using the actual interval numbers. Substituted, we're just going to do root 3/6. So that helps us in the long patterns. Okay, so if you're doing something in the let's see what we got here. We have a help chart here, right here. So rather than me, getting confused and tired. So this is what I made for the root. It's a root 3, 5, 6 patterns for the long pattern stacks. Okay, sorry for all the moving around here. Okay, so again on the C box, we're going to have the same bottom, S2 and S2C here. formerly called S2 long. And then our little box here is our S3 short here, but we're not playing the 2 there. So the long pattern, you know, for the C box would be like 3, 5, 6 root, and then 3, 5, 6 root, and then 3 up here, and then 5, 6. Who cares, right? If you do a pentatonic, it's more fun. The pentatonic would go root 2, so it would go. That's your pentatonic. Okay, so you know embedded in that pentatonic is the triad and it's major 6, it's minor 6, but we don't need the 2. We don't need the 2. Alright, because a minor 6 is 6 root 3. We're not playing the 2. It's a perfectly good note, but we're not playing it because that would be the second minor, not the relative of the root, which is the Aeolian. So this is what it looks like up here. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction. That's what it looks like if we're going to do the 5, 6. Now remember and keep in mind, and these are the different shapes. We go into Rough's path over here. We've got the Mixolydian 5, 6. We've got the Ionian root 2, 3. And we've got the Lydian, and we're only going to play here the root and the 3. We're not playing the 4, we're not playing the 2, and we're not playing the 7. Notice all not playing notes are covered in the 3 modal addition cages, long cages, to make the cage system modal. So looking at these patterns, now remember these have to be warped, but you can start them anywhere. I mean, you could start that 4, 5, 6. You could start it from up here, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, but then I'd have to do the tuning modulation, the pattern modulation on the 3, 4, 5 of it, okay, halfway up. Start it on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. The tuning modulation goes on the 5th string there, the 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a 7 up there. That's why it sounds weird, you know, because we're playing a Lydian. That's the Lydian 4th up there, the 7th. It's an augmented 4th. So that's what we got right here. Alright, so we're almost out of time. By the way, take a moment, like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And below the video there will be instructions to have a URL put together and access the Facebook group, Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos, where you can see the videos strung together in segments, but one coherent video. And you can also apply for membership to the Facebook group if you have an established Facebook account. That means with pictures and everything and information about yourself. So let's look at the C, and we got about 30 more seconds. So this is what we've been talking about, and remember the white notes are the root 3, 5, 6 pattern. So it's 3, 5, 6 root, 3, 5, 6 root. Notice we have the 2 minors we have the major and the minor. We have 5 root 3, 5 root 3 in the long pattern, in the arpeggio fashion, and we also have its minor 3, 6 root, 3, 6 root, 3, 6. That's how you play the minor arpeggio, and we are out of time. So I thank you for watching. Keep watching my videos as they come up. I have a job now and I have to work, but I'll make them when I have time. It's been great giving you a lesson today.